Take the lens out. Oh, okay. All right, that's official right there for sure. Yeah.
So it's not just a point.
It's a
click.
screw in the front.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. As soon as he's talking about ND filters, he's like,
Nah.
"What now?"
Nah.
Heck yeah, bro.
Heck yeah. Oh, can we get your water or anything? You want
Is it right there?
Yeah,
okay.
Coconut water. We have Khleo energy replacement or meal replacement, and we just have water.
Let me just get a water. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they got this down packed.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta take a photo of this before I get up out here because we're building ours at the crib now.
Okay.
Seeing how they did this, I'm like, that's how you do it. Thank you so much, Thomas. Appreciate it, brother.
All right, you guys are good to go.
Cool.
Dope. Yeah, coming through official.
Yeah,
if you wanna put on the headphones, you are welcome to.
Oh, they're right
Oh
here.
yeah. Yeah, they underneath.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's make it shake.
We in here. We in the
Yeah.
building.
Yeah. One thing I never picked up.
Yeah.
Never. Always wanted to. Hey.
Come on.
What they know about this, man?
This is a certified
What they
hood
know about
classic.
this?
Yeah.
Listen, man. You bringing back all the memories.
Come on.
You bringing back all the memories, bro. We still got those downs. Right. Hey. Such an epic time.
Come on. I know who I'm talking to, man. I know who I'm talking to.
Oh,
Come on. I know
bro.
who I'm talking to, dog.
Bro.
It's Khleo Thomas in the building, dog.
Let's talk
We
about
not
it, man.
chilling.
30 years of a Goofy movie
Come
just passed, bro.
on.
Tevin
You
Campbell.
serious about the Goofy movie?
I am, man. It was beautiful to find out it wasn't just me.
Yeah.
So many people.
I think our generation is the last generation to be fixated on something that we got once.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good
Like
point.
now, if something works, you going to get it till you throw up.
Yeah.
Then something they did it worked. All right. Not only are we not getting another Goofy movie, we not doing this with another character. It's not, all right, a duck movie. All right, now we got a dog movie. Now, no. The whole concept, we did it.
Yeah.
We moving on.
Yep.
We got Toy Story.
Yeah.
We good.
That was their next line.
We got Bugs Life to do. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole Monsters University system.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are good. We don't
True.
got to go back to Max. All them people you fell in love with, him and the girl and all that. You know what I'm saying?
But Rob,
we don't have to go back to power lines behind the music. We don't have to do any of that.
we would have loved all of that, Rob.
We would have loved all of that, but Disney just had a channel. They ain't have a plus. You know what I'm saying? What we got was reruns of The Smart Guy, and now I got to argue with people online and tell them that The Smart Guy was a WB show.
That's right.
Because they are like, how you this fly on the Disney Channel? This was not made for 5 o'clock.
Go ahead.
This was made for dark outside, 8 o'clock. You know what I'm
You
saying?
put me on game today. I remember this conversation we had. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. It was not on a Disney thing. It was a WB thing. That's right.
Yeah.
Damn,
You're not
man.
getting that cast on no Disney at that time. No. Jason Weaver? You think Jason Weaver was here for you to put your books down after school? No. Jason Weaver had the good Dada jersey on because he was on at nighttime, dog. What are we talking about?
That. Yeah.
Come
no,
on, man.
You're right, Rob. You're right.
Y'all really think Omar Gooden was rapping to y'all at 6 o'clock at night?
On Disney?
On Disney?
Stop.
Intelligence of a grown man trapped inside of a young brain. You think he was spitting bars like that
Nah.
in the daytime? Those are nighttime bars, bro. Those are bars that got to compete with Seinfeld. Those bars got to compete with, you know what I'm saying? Like these people tripping, dog. Like Will and Grace, he got to compete with Dharma and Greg with these bars.
That really is that era, man. It almost kind of felt like it was the Mandela effect a bit, where people swore up and down that it was like that. You mentioned when you brought up a Goofy movie and them not returning to that era, like some people forget about the Extremely Goofy movie. There was a sequel.
Oh,
and they went in a completely different direction.
I never caught the Extremely Goofy movie.
They went a completely different direction.
What's in it is the Extremely Goofy movie already extremely sound? It doesn't sound like a black adjective.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't the Fresh Goofy movie. It was the Extremely Goofy movie.
Yeah.
What was going on in the Extremely Goofy movie?
You got to remember the time in which this was.
Okay, give me the gap.
We grew up, and of course with a Goofy movie, it's hella black coded.
Right.
Of course, when we look at Powerline, looks like it's inspired by Bobby Brown, Prince,
he got the parts.
Michael Jackson,
he got the fit,
all of it, right?
Yeah.
Perfect performance, all of it. Roxanne, the talk to me, baby moment from the crowd at the auditorium in the school.
Yeah.
So what they did was going for the Extremely Goofy movie. At that time, you got to remember what was popping. X Games.
Oh, we went Brink with it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, they went Johnny Tsunami with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Max. It goes off to college.
Yeah.
Roxanne's not there.
No.
PJ goes too. PJ goes with him to the school.
Okay, that's too realistic.
So then Goofy.
I need a Saved by the Bell idea of college where we only drop 2 friends. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to go to college and meet a new crew like in real life.
That's what they did.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Okay, so he was black in high school, then he go to college, and then he like, man, I'm with the skateboards. What's up?
Yeah, they had him doing he had a skateboard run. Bobby was still in it.
Okay.
So you got Bobby.
Shout out to Bobby.
You got PJ. You got Max. You got Goofy. And that was pretty much how it went, man. Goofy signs up to go back to school, so now he's in college with Max.
Oh, they went the Rodney Dangerfield route with it.
There you go.
Got you. Because Max can't really pop in a movie unless Goofy out there being goofy.
Exactly.
Or else he'd have to do some goofy stuff, and he not really the goofy type.
Not at all.
That's why we rock with him as kids, because we like, I ain't really with all that goofy stuff. But you can't have Goofy the star.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to have Goofy in there. The Extremely Goofy movie, I am going to check that out.
Gotta check
sure.
it out, bro. It has some moments.
A kids movie set in college is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah.
Man. Shout out to PJ. He pulls the baddie in the movie, bro.
Leaning Tower of Cheesa, I always felt like your man was supposed to be on them dubs. You know what I'm saying?
It was Pauly Shore,
you
of course.
Pauly Shore to do the voice. I'm expecting him to be on them dubs.
Yeah.
It was so funny. He was anti-dubs in Class Act.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then that's why I was like, this is a black school. They got the white guy from the black school that comes on HBO all the time.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah, no, for sure.
He's supposed to be the white guy in the black school.
The metaverse moment happened on that one for sure.
Come on, man. We talking about all these other properties, man. We got Khleo Thomas in the building.
Good to be here,
been
brother.
in some of our favorite movies and you know.
Thank you, brother.
Come on, man.
Thank
Holes.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man. I think we're celebrating the 20-year anniversary of it next week.
Man.
No, excuse me, 22nd year anniversary. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's a blessing, bro. It's
I remember when that was a book. I remember when it came out, it was like, yo, they made that. They quick with it.
Yeah, man.
They made that into a movie?
Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. It's for sure a blessing to have on a resume because of, you know Dante Bosco, the actor. Dante, he played Rufio.
Yeah.
And, also voices Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
He was popping 10.
Yes,
in the 90s.
Bruh.
He was going crazy.
Didn't he? I forgot he was in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He had a moment in that. I was like, oh, Tatiana's.
And, ain't too many people that ain't black just popping through the Fresh Prince like that. You know what I'm saying? It was like him and Hugh Hefner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I forgot
Donald
about
Trump. You know what I'm saying? You had to be official to be on there as a guest star, not black. Yeah,
bro.
Come on.
So I was listening to Dante Bosco speak on a podcast not too long ago, and it was really cool to hear someone else who has a similar thing that I do, where you have a role in your resume that has survived the test of time.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
I am, and I love it. I protect it as well.
Yeah.
I understand there's certain actors who, once they're done with a thing, they're done.
Right.
But there's a lot of actors who do a lot of work and they're not remembered for much.
Yeah.
So to have a role on my resume that I did when I was 13 years old that stood the test of time, that book is still a required reading book.
Come on.
After the kids read the book,
and they burning books now.
That's a
everybody
whole,
keeping your book is who knew? There's a lot of authors like, wait a minute, what y'all doing?
Yeah, I just found out that hoes might be banned in Florida. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whole thing.
That's crazy.
So these kids have read the book and watched the movie right afterwards for 20 years in schools, and it's like that's a blessing, bro. I'm like in the school system, and I love that. Yeah, brother.
Come on, man. Yeah. Friday after next.
Ooh, Friday after next, man. Had so much fun on that one. Had so much fun because you grow up a fan.
Yeah.
Everyone watched Friday.
Right.
Then you get next Friday, you're a fan of Day Day with Mike Epps.
Right.
And I'll never forget, man, I walked on set, and the first thing Mike Epps says to me, he looks at me, he looks at my mom, and he says, hey, bro, I'll trade my mom for your mom. And I'll never forget that, bro. And then when I saw him, when we did Roll Bounce together, I was like, you don't remember this, but you said this. And now I'm a little bit older. And now I know what the fuck he was talking about.
Hey, man, I'll trade my mom for your mom, man.
Hella day, bro. Man, so much fun, though, on that set, bro. They had so many kids on that set, Rob. There was a lot of kids. They had so many different scenes.
Okay.
And to know that my scene made the cut, very grateful for that.
So when they say cut, what are y'all doing? Are y'all allowed to play? Is it like, hey, don't get too sweaty? Are y'all playing Pokemon? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got a Game Boy. Y'all like what are y'all doing? Y'all rolling dice? Y'all playing throw 'em up, bust 'em up? What did the kids on the Friday after next set? What are they doing?
No one has ever asked me that question, and that is the greatest way to even speak about it.
Right.
So yeah, when you're a kid on these sets, man, like you have to grow up extremely quickly, right? Because it's a professional setting. There's millions of dollars to have this production here. So you got to be on time. You got to know your lines. Like you can't mess up nothing. But with that set, they had us like tucked up. If you remember, it was a shopping area.
Yeah,
it was a whole
like a shopping center. They were type flight security of the world.
Yep, exactly. They had an area for the kids to just stay at over there. So they put a bunch of chairs, but we're outside in that little shopping area. And you hit it right on the head when you said what games, because Pokemon was definitely getting played.
Okay,
big shout out to Daniel Curtis
crazy.
Lee.
Because y'all got bread. Y'all kids with it, like, y'all got a little money in your pocket, maybe.
Man, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, we like.
No holographics was over there?
Oh, no, not even close, bro. Someone had a Geodude card.
I thought y'all was going crazy. I thought y'all was like, yo, we throwing Gyarados out here, dog.
Nah, I came to set with my Game Boy, bro. Big shout out to Daniel Curtis Lee, bro, because he's the actor from Ned's Declassified.
Okay.
And the scene that we have together, you know, who would have known that I would end up becoming Zero? He'd be on Ned's Declassified and be known for these legendary roles.
Right.
But our scene got to stay. And like I said, there was a lot of kids. They shot a lot of different scenes. So when that movie came out and we were in it, I was like, holy shit.
Okay,
we made the cut.
You knew there was a possibility of something being cut at that point.
They cut a girl's scene on the day.
Ooh.
True story, bro. I don't know how, like, I'm very grateful for my parents because they weren't set parents. They weren't stage parents.
Got you.
Those exist. Like, I remember seeing, like, stage parents act some ways. This woman walked on the set, and she looked at Daniel Curtis Lee, who was in the scene with me, and we're in the wardrobe trailer, and she says, you got this role? My son auditioned for this role. How'd you get it and he didn't?
Ooh.
I'll never forget that moment.
People don't know how, like, in the dressing room, sometimes the things that are said or the you know, everything, like, can affect the chemistry of the person who's about to perform. Yeah, no, because, like, me doing sketch and sometimes me playing famous people, I remember, like, the makeup people would be pressing me, like, you know, whether I knew about the person, whether I, like, knew what I was doing. Wow. But that's kind of what caused me to be like, I'm going to be in character the whole time. Because you're not going to be pressing me. You're going to be pressing this character, and I'm going to be already improving. And, you know what I'm saying? Nice. They loved it, and they were like, oh, he raw, he the truth. But really it was because I don't need that negative energy on Rob, the person. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
So, like, to press a kid like that is crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And she had a daughter who had a scene.
Yeah.
And that scene did not make it in the film. So I was like, yo, I went right to the trailer and told my mom what happened. My mom said, what? She couldn't believe that a parent would say that.
So you snitched.
I told my mom.
So yeah.
I told mom. It's not like I went to the producer.
Wait.
It's not like I went to Cube and was like, "Hey, Cube." Nah, never that. Never that. I'm number 78 on this call sheet. They don't care about anything this kid's saying. Not at all.
Mr. Director.
Excuse me, Mr. Cube. She was mean to us. Never that. Never.
Got you, but you did tell your mom.
Told moms.
Yeah,
because
I told my mom might have handled business.
I told my mom because I had done a McDonald's commercial before that.
Okay.
And there was a kid on that set who talked to his mom crazy.
Yeah.
And I remember that moment. I saw that and I looked at my mom, and before I could even get my neck fully turned in her direction, she was already with daggers right at me like, "Try it.
Right.
Try that shit if you want."
Right. Yeah.
It was that was the kind of connection between me and my mom when it comes to seeing like parents and kids in this business.
Yeah.
And just seeing that kind of shit bothered us.
Well, that's dope that you had, that foundation and didn't have somebody who was out to exploit you and just, support you and your dream and whatnot. Where are you from originally?
I was born in Alaska.
You were born in Alaska?
Born in Alaska, bro. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, very random fact about me. Born in Alaska.
What is that like? Because, it's day half the year, right?
They have a thing where it's like the sun stays up for like 22 hours.
Okay.
Something random like that. Thankfully, I didn't get a chance to experience any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my dad was in the military.
Okay.
So we went from Alaska to Germany, then we got to the States. So I didn't spend a lot of time in Alaska, but yeah, bro. Anchorage, shout out to them.
Everybody that I know that, did a little stint in Germany as a kid came over here super bright.
My brother
I don't know what it is. I don't know what they doing at the German preschool.
Yep.
But yeah, they come through nah, you can read any book in the library. Whoa, hey man, what you mean you can leave the children's section? Hey, there ain't no rules, dog. Ain't no tape over there. You can read anything. It's like, y'all some geniuses.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Barrier breaking, kind of personalities for sure. That's my brother Kadeem. He was born over there. And that's how he operates.
Yeah. So, okay, when do you get back to the States?
I think I was around 4 years old. But while we were in Germany, I had told my mom I wanted to be an actor. I was watching TV, and I had realized that I was watching a play. And I realized that really young, these people aren't real, but they're telling real stories.
Okay.
So I told my mom, and she was like, she didn't know what to think about it. She was like, okay, that's nice. And by the time we got to the States, she asked me, is it something I wanted to pursue? And I said, yeah, we just been at it ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow. Yeah. So, do you start in the theater?
I did some plays.
Yeah.
I did some school plays, and then I did this play called Call for Peace, Let the Killing Cease at the Watts Theater.
Even the name rhymes.
Yeah, Call for Peace, Let the Killing Cease.
We got bars in the title. You know what I'm saying?
It was dope, bro, because it was at a theater that was over there off of Crenshaw. Okay. And I think it was also being produced by one of the radio DJs at 92.3 The Beat.
Got you.
So the PR for it was crazy because he's plugging it every single day on the radio.
Right. At that time,
early
the
90s,
radio's hitting everybody.
Exactly.
Everybody. There's no aux cord. There's no, it's just the stuff you purchased, maybe the stuff you mixed yourself.
Yeah.
Or, or a friend or whatever, a copy of something, or what was out there on the airwaves.
Yeah, bro. So he was pressing it heavy, and then we had a sold-out show every single night.
Wow.
Because it was the guy. This was his
push.
So from that, that was the moment that made me realize, and I think my mom realized, he can do this.
Yeah.
Because this is a packed theater.
Right.
I got a few lines, and then an article was written up by the kid that stole the show, and I only had 2 scenes.
Okay.
But the scenes that I had made the crowd erupt every single night.
Okay.
So that was really the awakening of it all.
Wow.
Yeah.
You already had an article?
Yeah.
That's big.
At 6, yeah.
That's
some LA
big.
Times article that was the kid.
Yeah.
Khleo Thomas, look out for this kid. I was like, wow.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
you and Mr. T broke off an LA Times article.
Mr. T broke off an LA Times?
Yeah, so Skip Bayless wrote this article back in the day. Maybe it was an AP article, but he wrote it about Muhammad Ali's bodyguard. He's got this bodyguard with all this personality. You know, Muhammad Ali is not the only one with a personality. His bodyguard, blah, blah, blah.
Wow.
It ends up being Mr. T. Mr. T gets all this attention. Rocky 3, A-Team, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Yeah,
you couldn't pay for PR like that.
Right.
Holy shit.
Right.
That's
Back
the origin?
then, like it's like, yo, I'm trying to get to the news, and now you telling this dude must be lit.
Wow.
He next to the news. You know?
That's dope.
He's next to what's going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? The article used to hold weight back then. Yeah.
That's crazy. Rob, that is a crazy fun fact. You ain't bullshitting me? That's really how that cracked off?
We don't look anything up on this podcast.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I
So
do have the room to lie, but I'm not lying right now. I'm telling the truth. You can look it up.
All right.
I might not, the LA Times part of it, I feel shaky on. It might have been an AP that the LA Times picked up.
Got it.
But yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Mr. T's origin story was like, yo, he could talk too? That's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. One thing I really like about you, Khleo, is that you are so embracing of your nerdom and nerd culture at large.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like there wasn't always the space for that, but now like that's one of the joys of social media. You be finding old TVs and radios and stuff that I like. It's like I forgot about, or I only saw in a magazine or like a fundraiser, and it's like if you sell 2 million candy bars, we'll give you the TV with the Disney ears on it. You know what I'm saying? And you like, yo, I got that joint, and I ain't sell no candy bars, B.
Yo, that's a great way of explaining it. Yes.
Yeah.
That's it for me, bro. It is that feeling for sure. It's like, these are things I wanted when I was a kid.
Right.
So it's that feeling and I guess that high of tracking for it.
Yeah.
Like tracking stuff down because you can't just find it like at a store.
Right.
You got to find the stuff online. These things be in different states, different countries.
Plus, there's an element of, did I make this up?
Yes.
Did this even really exist? Like, like it's not like, you know, now we everything's on Google and you can get the product number and you can get all kind of stuff. It's like, wait, I got to describe this well enough,
right?
that I find like what it's called.
Yes,
and then I got to find that.
Yeah,
and it might not exist anymore.
I remember describing the Nickelodeon telephone to somebody, and they were like, "Nickelodeon didn't make electronics." I was like, "Yes, they did."
Okay.
There was Nickelodeon like electronics.
Ooh, they was pushing that hard too. It had like some slime and like a little like heart monitor.
You remember
thing.
that's the phone.
Yeah.
They had a boom box, same feeling. They had an alarm clock.
Okay.
That you could choose either Nickelodeon to go off in the mornings.
Yeah.
They had a chicken. They had what else?
Chicken.
A chicken to like as far as the sound effects.
Oh.
To wake you up in the morning, or a rooster.
Oh yeah.
They had easy
yeah,
work on them.
yeah.
They had a CD player. They had a small little cassette. When they had all these
CD player back then,
bro. What?
Official.
Do you remember when anti-skip was like the biggest thing in technology?
I do, and I never understood how it worked.
No.
Whenever I tried to test it, it'd be like, well,
exactly.
That ain't what they meant.
We didn't say guaranteed. We didn't say guaranteed.
We didn't say intentional skip. It's anti like you hit a rock on the road.
Yeah,
you can't beat a rock.
Great way to describe it, Rob.
Yeah.
That's what it was for me, bro. I love that kind of stuff, man. Like I really do enjoy that the collecting aspect. Like I love having these things.
What do you say? Like, what are you most into? I guess to collect.
Right now it's like the limited edition like consoles.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was just over in Japan and I found the GameCube that was only released over there. So Nintendo collaborated with Panasonic to make a GameCube that plays DVDs. The GameCubes that came out over here, they just play the games.
They just play the games. You didn't even know a big disc could go in there.
Bingo. And remember, the GameCube was competing against the PS2
and the
Xbox at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, Nintendo looking around like, okay, well then let's build one, but they only release it in Japan. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's the coolest GameCube ever.
Is it still a cube?
It's still a cube.
Okay.
But it's like mirrors. It's clear. It has like clear outlining. It's mirrors and it has LED lights on the front. So the 4 ports are blue LEDs. It's so dope.
I watch this dude on YouTube and he be making clear everything.
I know the guy. Yep.
He be making he'll make a clear Xbox, he'll make a clear PS2.
Yep.
You know, and he'll take it apart and do all this stuff. And I'm like, man, like that looks crazy. It looks like you about to get in trouble.
I want those, bro. I want There's a few transparent, like, because you remember like the N64s when those came out and they started dropping colorways.
Yeah.
They had like the iMac look to them.
We had some controllers that were clear, some Mad Cats that the motors kind of broke on one side, you know what I'm saying?
Why does the Mad Cats get such a bad rep? Like, yo, it really was not it. Like, it could not compete with the real one.
Honestly, we was convincing ourselves that we could get a deal.
Yeah.
We was like, no, but these people crazy. This is Mad Cats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They only focus on controllers. So maybe they know it was something Sony don't.
I think my brother got, for Christmas, got a memory card, a Mad Catz memory card once. Wiped all his shit randomly one day. Randomly. Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Mad Catz, what was up with y'all, man?
My cousin had a big memory card with the screen on it. And to me, that was like, that was
the Dreamcast?
Not for the PS, maybe PS1, PS2.
PS1 had a screen for a Japan thing, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, you saving a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I had just came from 16-bit.
Yeah.
So I was used to starting over all the time. The fact that we could save, I was like, bro, one memory card gonna last me the rest of my life.
Real talk.
I'll delete something. I can figure it out.
Yeah.
They started with we got other pages and stuff. I'm like, yo, they going crazy.
32 gigs and up for that stuff, man. That's an era, man. And it's just, I love the nostalgia of it, obviously.
For sure.
And it just takes me back to a time where, like, of course, everything was just a lot more calm.
Yeah.
You know, because for me, I've been on the run really since I was 13. I just been going.
Man.
So being able to have stuff like that kind of just makes everything kind of go out.
Got you. You also in the cosplay side of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be cosplaying, you know, like, yeah, man. I got a bit of a gut. So that limits the characters.
Who would
you know what I'm saying?
As a Rob?
First, I would have to get in shape.
Don't say that. No, you don't.
I'm honestly, it upsets me every day that Warner Brothers is making Green Lantern stuff, and I never thought it was in the cards in my adult life. You know what I'm saying? If you would have told me at 20, hey, dog, stay in that gym. The power rings is coming when you in your 30s, dog.
I feel it.
Stay in that gym. I would have.
Got you.
Cause Green Lantern is that's my guy.
Damn.
The dude that uses his imagination.
Yeah.
I can't wait for somebody creative to make a Green Lantern and it's not just like fist and like, you know what I'm saying? They get crazy with it. Cause it could get crazy. Yeah, and the fact that they making some Green Lantern stuff and I'm not over there, I'm like, bruh, I be riding by Burbank like, man, if they just knew, man, like, oh, like, come on, man, let me in there.
Dang, Green Lantern's your guy. That's your number one.
Green Lantern is my guy. Yeah,
John Stewart or just the entire Green Lantern Corps?
You know, I started with Hal Jordan.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying, and I just like the concept.
Okay,
first it was like, what is this symbol? I don't know this symbol. Brandon doing terrible. You know what I'm saying? Line, circle, line, dude. What's going on with him? Then I find out he's the Green Lantern, and it's all based off of like his imagination. My favorite color is green.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a May baby, emerald.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So already I'm supposed to have a green ring anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then, I like that. Weakness yellow, that's cool. I don't really rock with yellow like that at the time. You know what I'm saying? All that, rocking with it. Then I found out in the 80s it was a black guy. He came in there and put a black guy in there. And then I find out about John Stewart and stuff. Now I'm like, yo, I'm in the pawn shop.
Oh.
Pawn shop, you get somebody old comics for like $1.
Yeah.
Give me any 80s DC where I see my boy. Let me holler at that.
Snatching
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm folding through, but now I got a mission. Now I got something that I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? So then Justice League come out.
Yep.
On Cartoon Network. I'm in Little League basketball. We get home from practice right in time for like Justice League to come on, and my boy Jon Stewart there.
Yeah.
Now he got a fade.
Yeah.
Now it's like, all right, he balled at the bottom. Yeah, we with the times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He don't got a mask on. Personally, I'm a superhero. What? Don't take off the mask.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I know nobody really know you like that.
Yeah.
And you could just be out here anonymous, but I'm like, I'm a traditionalist like that. I'll be, like that's my like pull your pants up. It's like, put your mask on.
Put your mask on.
Come on, man. Put your mask on, dog.
I love that.
You right next to Batman, put your mask on.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk, yeah.
And now Green Lantern, there's all kind of stuff there. There's been all kind of shows. There's been 3-dimensional shows. There's been, cartoon shows. There was a Ryan Reynolds movie. I was hype about that. Yeah. Yeah, was wearing the ring from the action figure, was pinching the mess out of my
the plastic joint?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yo, it had a stranglehold on my finger, bro. Yeah, it was like, yo, this is for children on my finger, bro. Like, this is not for adults on my finger, dog.
God.
And so now, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever expressed that to that extent.
I'm so glad.
So I'm excited to see what they do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if Aaron Pierre, you know what I'm saying, do your thing.
Yeah, man.
But no, you know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna pull up on you if something goes awry. I'm counting on you, dog. I'm counting on you.
If the recast has to happen.
You know what I'm saying? You Mufasa, I'm counting on you, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the recast has to happen,
yeah.
Rob Haze is next
I ain't
in
even
line.
trying to be. I know what I look like right now. I don't want Jon Stewart. Don't gotta be me. But if there could ever be a scene where he leaves a power ring somewhere and somebody put it on and be Green Lantern for like a hot second, you know what I'm saying, for the Justice League, pull up on him, or Sinestro, you know what I'm saying, kidnap me or something, I'm down for that.
Bet.
That's really what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, bet.
Yeah. I might get the power ring and then roll it up and be smoking on some power weed. You know what I mean?
Come on. See, Rob, you can't go that direction, Rob.
Okay.
Can't do that.
I didn't mean that. I mean plant a tree, and now the tree is making power fruit, and the community got powers.
There
you know
we
what
go.
I'm saying?
See,
spreading the powers to the community, and also teaching them to eat healthy at the same time. That's what I'm doing.
That's good branding.
Yeah.
That's good PR. That's good PR, Rob. Great spin. Great spin, Rob. It's crazy, bro. I love it. I never knew that about you.
Yeah.
Green
man.
Lantern's your guy, bro.
Green Lantern's my guy. I'm not a gamer, so I feel like I miss out on a lot. Like, here's the thing. I have the nerd personality, but my interests aren't the typical things that people with that personality go into.
Okay.
So, like, I don't watch anime like that. I don't really play video games like that. But I know the way I consume everything else is nerdy.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, not a gamer, but loves
Not
Jon
a
Stewart,
big game.
loves,
I
Green
played
Lantern.
games.
Yeah.
I was never good. To the point where I'm just like, yo, I think I don't want to spin the bread anymore. You know?
Were you picking up like Maddens and 2Ks?
Horrible.
I see.
Losing.
Yeah.
21 skunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. A
Getting
lot
did
of that.
up.
I
And
thought I
it's
was
like,
the guy at Madden until I played Bow on Roll Bounce. I was like, never mind.
Okay.
He got it.
Bow Wow's going crazy like that on Madden.
It was to the point with him where no one could beat him on set.
Okay.
And then he rode that wave for quite some time to the point, early internet days, you can go look it up, he called out the game, and they had a matchup.
I do remember seeing that on World Star.
Yep.
It spilled into Gamer into World Star.
Yep.
Yeah.
Early.
Yeah.
That was a moment.
Mm-hmm,
and it's wild to think where we are now, but they were ahead of the curve then.
They were playing on a tour bus.
Yep, there was
we
that
had
moment.
to go to class.
That was that
I
moment.
remember being like in college and Bow Wow's going at people about Madden, and it's like, man,
Dog.
he don't got psychology 101. He don't got geology. He don't got none of these classes. Man, I'm out here studying Bow Wow out here getting nice at Madden.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all they do, bro.
Right.
He was the one for me that really taught me, like, nah, there's a different level to that. Yeah.
That's great. Now you humbled by somebody who does it a lot, has a lot of time built out to do it.
Yeah.
Now you can go on, get on your grind.
Yeah.
Do something else. Put the controller down.
No, I never put the controller down.
You never put the controller down?
Never put the controller down, bro. I won a Mortal Kombat tournament 2 years ago. Like, I really do this. Like, when it comes to this game and stuff, I'm in.
I would piss you off. I would low kick you until you don't want to play no more.
Stop. We got things for that. We're done. The fact that you say you don't play video games, you're not good at them. Dog, if I lost to that, I might put the controller down. Especially in this era of my life, because I dealt with that when I was a kid, Rob. I don't need to deal with it now.
Yeah, no, I'm low kicking. Yeah, all I can do is freeze you. That's it.
That's my
all
guy.
I can do. Sub-Zero.
Still.
Yeah,
I've been playing with him since the very first Mortal Kombat.
I loved anybody that had the ninja stuff on. I was rocking with Scorpion, Reptile, Smoke.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Noob
saying?
Saibot, Air Mac.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mortal Kombat for throwing a character. So Rain, do you remember Rain?
I do remember
the
Rain.
Purple one. So of course it was a nod to Purple Rain, the Prince song.
Get out of here.
Yep. That's why he was purple. Right?
Oh,
they threw a character.
I wonder if Prince played and was, you know what I'm saying? I wonder if Prince ever played as Rain.
That would have been dope.
Yeah.
That would have been dope.
Because I could see Prince being like Raiden or something.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to, Prince's legacy is amazing. They put a character in the new Mortal Kombat called Floyd. And he's the pink ninja. So, Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay.
That was the try to that.
I was still trying to figure out, like, why Floyd Mayweather got pink on? Okay. All right. Yeah, Pink Floyd.
Little stuff like that I think is really amazing, bro. Little Easter egg.
I wonder if he got some, like, kind of prism kind of power.
He's dope.
You know what I mean?
He's dope. Mm-hmm. He's really dope.
Yeah.
And it's a whole, like, unlockable thing. Like, you can't just fight him. Like, you got to do certain things to get to him, like the unlockable fights from like the past. Dope shit.
Pink Floyd just threw me through the wall. That's crazy.
Pink Floyd ripped your head off, and then beat you with it.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat's my joint, bro.
Oh man, how do you feel about the movies?
The first one is still great to me.
Okay,
the very, very first one.
Yeah,
I love that one. And then was the second one Annihilation?
That sounds
Mortal Kombat
right.
Annihilation.
That sounds right. Yeah.
I remember we're on the set of Holes, and the actor who played Shao Kahn came to the set.
Ooh.
And I freak out because I'm like, I know who this is. I'm like, that's Shao Kahn. So I have a whole moment. He signed a headshot for me, and he was like, you may be 0, but I'll always be number 1.
Oh.
And my mom still has that photo somewhere. I got to find that one, man.
Oh, that's crazy.
So cool Mortal Kombat connection back to that.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, man. Great actor. He scared the hell out of me. The
Yeah.
new one I'm kind of about. I want to see what they do in the sequel.
I like the new one, but also I wasn't allowed to be around people like that at the time.
What do you mean?
It was a pandemic.
Oh, that's right.
So I was hyping anything was happening.
That's right. We were.
Me and my boys, we like he had a projector and like a inflatable screen. We in the backyard.
10 feet away from each other.
10 feet away from each other, scared that maybe we doing too much.
Yeah.
Didn't post it.
Yeah.
Just watched it the day it came out and was like, was kind of rocking with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Dang, the pandemic was such a wild time, bro. When we really look back at all the things that we did, and adjusted to life to do, like to have a social moment, to have an inflatable projector, like that's you wouldn't do that now,
right?
But you did it then because
if I did it now, it'd have to be a thing.
Yeah,
it'd have to be like, yo, we watching The Godfather. Pull up,
man.
You know what I'm saying? It can't be like, Mortal Kombat come out tonight. I'm like, oh, ain't nobody on the road. I'm here early.
Dog, do you remember what LA like?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I could get from Culver City to North Hollywood in like 10 minutes on the freeway. I'm like, dog, that was something special.
Parking was open.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. LA was a whole different monster at that time.
Whole different monster. Mall, there was line outside the stores because it was limited how many people could come in the stores. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, I gotta really buy something if I'm gonna get in line.
Yeah, real talk.
I guess I ain't looking over there.
Nope. You remember the paper? Was it toilet paper? Was the first thing to go?
Man, because Tom Hanks and Rudy Gobert was a Wednesday.
Oh my God!
Right?
Yes.
So then that Thursday, it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
It don't really rain like that out here.
Mm-mm.
So now you got people at the grocery store, they jumping over puddles to get into Ralph's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They acting like the world is in it. They don't be in the rain, and the grocery stores was just crazy. People running through the aisles. Like you would have thought it was like senior skip day or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was just like everybody had to, like the rules don't matter anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like getting stuff
We're
out of
all over
people's
the
carts.
mall.
Yeah. Like acting a fool.
You right.
Like it was nuts, and people were like scared.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know, because it was just like we had just seen Bird Box. I don't know what this thing looks like.
Dog, right? And that was a wild time for that to come out.
Yeah.
Like, this is very close to what we experiencing. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
No, it was nuts. It was nuts. Yeah, but people figured out a way to make things happen. One of those things is Zooming with the homies. That's where I met you. I would have never met you if it wasn't for the pandemic. Maybe. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Shout out to Hear More, man.
Yeah.
Zooming with the homies was so cool because we was bringing all these people together collectively to just have a good time.
To chill, to
sit
kick
in front
it.
and still had that social connection. Because there were people who were tucked off. And how many times have you heard this statement as far as someone coming to you and saying, you helped me a lot during the pandemic?
A little bit.
Bro,
a little bit.
So many people stayed entertained by us just giving.
Yeah.
And that really meant a lot to me, man.
I remember you broke that chair, and I was like, all right.
Yep.
That's another level.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could break anything for a bit.
Keisha E. said she never saw a Goofy movie.
Yeah. And then at that point, it's like, yo. I gotta break this chair in honor of the Goofy movie. You know what I mean? Like I got to.
It wasn't even. It was a gaming chair.
It was a gaming chair.
It's a heavy chair, bro.
Yeah.
Very heavy base.
Yeah.
I tossed it like. Whew.
Yeah.
I think all of us have made some wild choices during the pandemic.
For sure.
In front of a camera.
For sure. Yeah. No, I did a COVID like comedy club, and like did a whole like hour set on Zoom. It was kind of an unraveling because it was just kind of like I felt so bad for the people who bought it. I felt like I hadn't been able to practice, you know what I'm saying, for real in front of people and stuff. It just, I hadn't really all the way got my my Zoom swag yet. Eventually, it was like, okay, I know how to rock a Zoom, but I didn't really know how to rock a Zoom yet, and I had people watching me for like 45 to an hour.
Dang.
Which was pretty nuts. But after that, I did like some schools and stuff on Zoom. It was like, some corporate stuff.
Dope.
But yeah,
it's funny just to hear the statement. I didn't know how to rock a Zoom, like compared to like rock a stage. But that became everyone's stage.
But it was like a different muscle.
Yeah.
It was a different muscle. And it took a different pacing, for me, a different energy to really, make it so that, all right, when I'm on the screen, I'm in charge. I'm taking over. And it was there was a transition period for sure for me.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That's dope as hell, but you sharpened that tool.
Yeah. Now, if I'm on a Zoom, I could definitely get it cracking if I need to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Different eras.
Khleo, what's your favorite color sky?
Rob, what kind of question is that, man?
This the one question that I
dying to ask me.
Probably 97% of the episodes of this podcast.
My favorite color sky. Black. Nighttime. Yeah.
Stars, light pollution.
Growing up in LA, it's always smog, so tons of pollution.
Okay,
Lots
so
of
just black.
Just black.
Yeah.
Black skies.
Okay. Why is that? Is
Batman
it
fan.
some sci-fi?
Batman
okay, fan. Gotham.
Yep.
Yeah.
DC fan with you on that one. So Gotham.
Batman is one of my dudes for sure. You know what I'm saying? I did go in for Green Lantern, but the gateway is Batman.
I mean, greatest detective, the world's greatest detective.
Come on.
He says he works alone, but doesn't because he has like 5 Robins.
Right.
Catwoman in and out of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Will he ever really be happy? Will Bruce Wayne ever really be happy?
If Bruce Wayne was happy, we wouldn't need Batman because he'd help so many people during the daytime that he could get some sleep at night. You know what I'm saying? Use some of that $1 billion to like put some programs in that help the people of Gotham. But nah, he uses the daytime to bandage up and take an ice bath because he been beating up criminals at nighttime instead of helping systemically some of the issues of Gotham.
Preach.
You know what I'm saying?
Preach.
Yeah. That's the Batman I want to make. The Batman where he's like, you know what? I'm gonna try a different way. Clearly this isn't working. Clearly I'm out here. I'm putting the horns on to scare the people in the asylum. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You mean everybody that I catch ends up in the asylum? I haven't caught one sane criminal yet. I must be a little crazy.
Great point.
You know what I'm saying?
Great point.
Everybody that I catch is insane. I got to look at myself. Maybe,
what am I putting out to the world?
Right. Maybe something's wrong with me, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should talk to somebody.
Yeah.
'Cause I got billions.
Yeah.
I got vehicles that can go land, air, you know what I'm saying, sea.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe there's some way I can help the people. There's a different way. You know what I'm saying? I put some of the blame on Alfred.
For sure.
Alfred, you used to be in service. It's all making sense.
You're an enabler.
You are an enabler.
Yes.
You the one calling up people like, hey, well, do y'all make custom boomerangs? I got a friend who wants a boomerang that looks like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And who's the man who makes all of Batman?
Lucius Fox.
Lucius gonna take every check he get.
Right.
Alfred gonna call him. Hey, he needs this. No problem. I got it for you.
Yeah.
I'll have it delivered tomorrow.
The Fox family eats steak whenever they want it.
Based off of
They
just
do
this
it
man's
well.
delusion.
Right. And he don't even live there. We don't even know what neighborhood Lucius Fox, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
We only see him when he at work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Bro, there's been some really amazing comic book stories, bro. Like Court of Owls is amazing. Death in the Family is another great Batman story. There have been some really great ones, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope some of those do get adapted to like either whether it be animation. I don't know about live action. I don't know if they would all work. Because I just heard that they may delay the Batman 2 even longer because Robert Pattinson may be in Dune 3.
Get out of here.
So it's going to take a while for us to get the Batman part 2.
Okay. Warner Brothers, I see what y'all doing. I ain't going to say nothing because I'm still not trying to mess up my place in the, you know what I'm saying, in Central City somewhere. But you know what I mean? Just letting y'all know. I see what y'all doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you like The Penguin?
I did like The Penguin.
Man.
I don't think we get season 2, though.
I never knew that, like, that many people would take the Penguin as a character seriously.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, it's like, ooh, if y'all could do that, what else can y'all do? Like, who else can y'all give justice to? Because I feel like the Penguin was always that to people who, like, read comics.
Who really knew.
Yeah.
He was a boss.
The Penguin was a boss, and the Penguin would be in the underworld. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't see the Penguin in the daytime. He wearing evening wear.
Yeah,
he out at night.
All the time.
You know what I'm saying?
Suited and booted all the time.
You don't put a cummerbund on in the morning. You know what I'm saying? He about that nightlife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like, by the time I'm a kid, it's like, he in the nightclubs. Mm-hmm. You know, you just see him in the shadows, the little smoke coming out the long cigarette and stuff. Yeah. You know, like, it was always that. So it was dope to see that portrayed in, like, to the place where it's like nominated for awards and
Colin
like
won.
You know what I'm saying?
Colin won the Emmy for it.
Yeah.
He won the Emmy. I'm like, oh damn.
Right.
For a comic book character? For the Penguin?
For the Penguin. Yeah.
And we've only seen Danny
and
DeVito.
He alive?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Crazy.
We saw Danny DeVito and only him, right? There hasn't been another actor play the Penguin. The Gotham series.
And Adam West. They had a Penguin on
That's
there.
right. They did it. Oh, yeah. The throw.
Yeah,
it's funny the shift of Batman completely from the Adam West one.
I love the Adam West Batman.
Really?
I was obsessed with that as a kid.
Why? I'm curious. Why?
Well, okay, it's what my father was into.
Okay.
So it's kind of my entry point into Batman. Outside of Michael Keaton and Batmania was a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I had the Toy Biz toys before the Kenner toys. Then when the Kenner toys came out, I had all the Kenner toys.
Dog, you
I had
preaching.
all the Kenner toys. You know what I'm saying?
Preaching
I
right now.
had vehicles that were not on the screen. You know what I mean? I had like a little copter thing that it was like, bro, this is not in the this
You
is
had
not
the
in the movie.
Batcopter?
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. I was going crazy. I had the Batmobile that you hit the top button and it split off.
I know what you're talking about.
Come on,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Come on. I'm looking at the back, looking what else is coming out. You know what I'm saying?
I need all of these. This is my
I'm
checklist
writing
now.
full names and stuff on the Christmas list. Like I was serious about Batman. And when
crazy.
Kenner put Michael Keaton in the blue with the gray, needed that.
Yeah.
Needed that.
Yeah.
That's the Adam West costume, but it's rubber. I need that. Give me that. That's what I'm wondering why he got on all black the whole time. Nobody will tell me. They're like, well, it's a movie. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why we got to change stuff? Because it's well, that was a TV show. This is a movie.
That was the
got to wear all
response?
black in a movie. Like, I guess I don't know. I'm learning the world. I'm a child, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that Batman movie and that Batman TV series, I was on it. All 120 episodes, 1966 to 1968. You know what I'm saying?
120 episodes?
Yeah, because they ran them twice a week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Same bat time, same bat channel. Like they back tomorrow.
Damn.
You know, cliffhangers, or sometimes it would be like, you know, cliffhanger to the next week. But yeah, they was trying to keep you with it to be continued a lot of times.
Eartha Kitt, Catwoman. That's
68. Julie Newmar, 66. It's another lady in the movie, and then it's Eartha Kitt, 68.
Wow.
Yeah. You know, people was pissed. They just got a color TV. And then they're like, wait a minute. Wait
Black.
a minute. Catwoman's black. Oh, no. Get this out of here, man. Cancel this show right now,
Did
bro.
they?
I mean,
what was the final year for it?
68. That's the last year. I don't want to put that on Eartha Kitt. I think that it was a show. It was a gimmick. You know, like as a primetime show, it was a strange fit, and it was reflective of 60s. I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched.
Man.
You know, like the fantastical 60s shows. By 68, it's like Robert Kennedy got shot.
Damn.
Martin Luther King got shot.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Nixon coming in.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, the Panthers, we got a lot of stuff going on. It ain't really Batman time right now. You know what I'm saying? Pow bang, that's cool, but yeah, it's getting real serious
some other
right
pow
now.
and bangs going on right now.
Yeah, the Beatles got facial hair, dog. Y'all gonna have to get up out of here. It's just a different time now.
Yeah.
You know?
Big culture
So
shift.
yeah. I think in a cable world, in a streaming world, that show lasts forever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in the 60s, and we got 3 channels, bro, we got 3 channels.
Yeah.
Okay? Vietnam on the other channel, Batman, y'all gonna have to step it up. I know it's a lot of pressure, but y'all got something else other than walking on a building sideways? Y'all gonna have to go.
Oh.
Y'all gotta go, dog. Y'all gotta get out of here.
To think about like that really being the era, like that was what was going on,
Right?
And that all that stuff does affect the ratings and all that.
For sure.
Adam West riding high, I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Baby.
Hey, man. I gotta watch a Western right now, man. The world is crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a crime show with silly crime.
Yeah.
Get y'all black and white henchmen. You know what I'm saying? With
Y'all
the
got
stripes.
Robin with these coochie cutters on. What is this?
Yeah. Come on, man. He talking about holy blah blah blah. Yeah. Y'all gotta go.
Such a great era.
Khleo, anything that you want to promote? Anything you want to tell the people about that you want, to get out there?
This was episode 1 between me and you. I will be back.
Okay.
I want a part 2.
Oh, the people been asking for you.
Okay.
The people really have been asking for you. I messed up. I got your number the same day I got someone else's number.
Okay.
And I saved them, flip-flapped them.
Got it.
They showed up to the podcast. I had I2I queued up. I was surprised. Still recorded. I won't tell y'all who it was, but somebody was not prepped for it.
Nice.
And you were prepped for it.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, this was supposed to happen like over a year ago. The people have been asking for you since the beginning.
Dang,
So,
bro.
like, yeah, man, no, I'm happy to do it, and you can definitely come back whenever you like.
I want a part 2 to the episode. I want us to dive deeper into these conversations.
Come on.
And I also, now you've put something on my list to go find for you. Now I got to go find that Michael Keaton Kenner toy, but in the Adam West colorway.
Hey,
so I got to find that for you.
Don't get me started.
I'm telling you.
You're going to break up a happy home.
What you mean?
The last thing my wife wants to see me come home with is an action figure.
Sorry.
She sees me watching. This is what I do. I watch people with the action figures on YouTube, and then I close my laptop, and I'm like, well, they got it. They got it.
I'm sorry. As a gift, I have to.
All right.
I have to.
All right.
You can keep it in the car.
You starting trouble.
You keep it in the car.
It's gonna get messed up in the car.
Yeah, right.
You don't want it to get creased in the back.
Yeah. The paint could melt too.
Right.
Hot day.
Yeah.
We'll put it in the safe. We'll put it in the safe.
All right.
Deal?
Yeah.
My guy. Rob, thank you for having me, brother. I can't wait for episode part 2. Bro.
Thanks for doing it.
Thank you, guys.
It's been the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze. Oh, man. Thank you so much for fitting me in, man. I know, like the overseas thing is you got a lot on your mind right now, and I really appreciate it.
Rob, thank you for having me, brother.
Yeah,
I apologize for all the delay.
Nah. I hope we